Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today we're finally finishing off that Black Templar commission, and I've already pre-coated the model in the metal color because I mean it's pretty repetitive and you don't really need to see it. And now with Iron Hand Steel, which I've already pre-coated it with, Abaddon Black and Nuln Oil, we're going to paint the armor. So with Abaddon Black mixed 1-to-1-ish with Nuln Oil, with a little bit of water to make it flow better, I mixed a lot. I painted it all over the armor. Now one thing though, you really need to have a little bit more mix than you think you're going to use, because if you run out of it during, it can dry pretty quickly, and when you try to reapply it to where you basically like there are drying lines that appear that can ruin the work. And that happened on one spot where I ran out. Like on one side of the tank it's fine, on the other side it's noticeable something's a bit off, sadly. And then I take some Nuln Oil in the, in the airbrush, and I apply it to the top, because this technique is good for like getting through like curves and stuff, but on flat areas like the top there, it just puddled and it didn't look good, so I tried to darken it, but the Nuln Oil wasn't that good. So then I took Liquitex black ink and I just applied this on the very top to smooth that out there. And behold, a massive amount of dry brushing, basically spinning in circles, circular motions to get it everywhere, focusing on the edges of the armor plates and stuff, but heavily dry brushing it onto places that are going to be metal, like gun barrels or stuff like that. I then take the steel color I've been using, and then I just use it to actually paint the steel or metallic parts of it. Now with Ulthuan Grey and Pallid Witch Flesh, we're going to paint the white sections in the front and the round. We're going to start with Ulthuan Grey because it's very good at covering dark colors like black and metal. We're going to apply it like on the front parts there, along the sides, these button panel thingies, as well as the Black Templar shoulder pad on the guy sticking his head out, and just the Mechanicus symbol. And then once we're done with that, we're going to go with Pallid Witch Flesh as our white and cover over the base layer of Ulthuan Grey. And then with Corn Red, Mephiston Red, Evil Sun Scarlet, we're going to paint all the red. We're going to start off with the base layer of Corn Red on all the purity seals, the big gun barrel casings, the gun casings, the shoulder pad for the Mechanicus guy on there, and his eyes, and these little red lights here and there that we would think would be around. And then we will basically cover the entirety of everything that we just painted with Corn Red and Mephiston Red, except for some of these lenses where we will cover like 2/3 of it in it. And as far as the purity seals, yeah, we basically cover 90% of everything except leave the center untouched. And then with Evil Sun Scarlet, we apply this along the edges of all the gun cases, as well as his eyes, bottom third of each of those lenses that appear, and the rims of the purity seals. And then with Hobgrot Hide, Xandri Dust, and Skeleton Horde Contrast, we're going to paint the purity seals themselves, or the paper. We're going to start with Hobgrot Hide as the base color, and then we will apply Xandri Dust along the edges, the folds, and the most raised areas. And then we're going to take Skeleton Horde Contrast mixed 1-to-1-ish with Lamian Medium, I know I didn't show it, and then we're going to apply around 2 coats of this onto it. And it'll add all the shadow we need. This is just a simple, quick, easy job. And then with Wah Flesh and Lauren Forest, we're going to paint these Searchlights and the scattered things like that. We're going to use Wah Flesh as the base color, and then we're going to fill 90% of each of these little cubes of Wah Flesh with Lauren Forest. And we can retouch up that with Iron Hand Steel to fix the wire mesh thing that goes over it. I don't know what it's called. And with Abaddon Black, we'll paint all these black Templar crosses that are around it. Now, because the armor of the hull, except the top, is this silver, black and silver, it is noticeable when these pure black crosses are next to it, so they do stand out a bit. And with Brass Scorpion, Retributor Armor, Liberator Gold, and Ironbreaker, we're going to paint the brass. We're going to start off with Brass Scorpion on everything we would consider brass. A lot of the skulls, nameplate parts, stuff like that, scattered throughout. And then with the Retributor Armor, we're going to apply this covering around 90% of everything we've done except the deepest, darkest recesses. And then we will highlight probably like half, 50% or less of all the things we did, their edges and lines, hard lines, with Liberator Gold. And then finally, we will paint the tips, edges, most prominent folds and raised areas with a thin line of Ironbreaker. It's the only good silver I got that actually is consistent. And with Skeleton Horde Contrast and Guilliman Flesh, ignore the Thondia Brown, we're going to paint like the age or wear and tear on the barrels. So we're going to use skeleton for contrast as a yellower to yellow the metals, and then we will paint Guilliman flesh towards the nozzle end of whatever we're painting to show like the most prominent wear and tear. The reason why we're not going to use Thondia brown is, surprisingly, every single barrel has a hole in it already, so Thondia brown was just to make the appearance of a gun barrel. There's no point, because everything is done, except the storm bolter, but that's pointing straight down, and so, I mean, like, no one's gonna notice. Alright, and to add some more flavor and texture to the model, and as well as cover up some of the mistakes with the pigment, with the wash earlier that changed the armor, I will use Vallejo Pigments Natural Umber and Vallejo Pigments Burnt Umber to add weathering and texture. But I'm not. This is one of the negatives of the commission, is that everything has to be uniform. And while this doesn't have a base where I can't apply like something cool on it, the problem is that if I do this, it's going to make it noticeably stand out differently from everything else, and this is normally what I would do. I always like put weathering on the tank treads of everything, but it would be dirty, then everything else would not be that dirty, and probably I'd have to make it match. And so this is one of the negatives of a commission, is that like I started off with one thing. Yeah, the first troops was me making the most of what I could, and then everything else sort of followed suit based off that. And so I am kind of restricted. Like, most of these models in this commission, I would not have painted them the way I had painted them. I am an iterative painter. I keep getting better and make massive changes from things beforehand, or I just experiment with things to find out I did something dumb. So normally I would apply withering pigments onto the treads to cover up mistakes or stuff like that and to add some character, but sadly I will not be able to. So I will be moving on to varnishing, in which case I will use AK Interactive Ultra Matte Varnish and the Army Painter Anti-Shine Matte Varnish, and boy will I use a lot. And so we're going to use the AK Interactive on all the white, on all the purity seals and the clay or wax, as well as the red gun barrel thingies and the shoulder pad on the guy and Mechanicus symbol and such. And then we'll take the Anti-Shine Matte Varnish with a little bit of water, and we're pretty much going to apply it to almost the entire surface of the model, the armored stuff. And, well, done. I'm gonna have to call it done here. There are a few details and small things that I just cleaned up afterwards, like the red crosses and stuff. I just applied the red stuff that I did to the gun casings onto it. I also painted the black on the Mechanicus symbol and stuff like that, just small things. And so, it's done. Unfortunately, I couldn't do all that I wanted to because of like the restraints of the commission and stuff like that. So that's one of the negatives of commission. The money may be good, but my artistic desire of trying a bunch of dumb stuff and seeing what sticks was not satisfied. Well, I'm not going to complain that much about it. But, yeah. Nothing against the person who ordered the commission. It's just one of the negative effects of it. But, in the future, I will paint another Dreadnought, another Terminators, and other infantry and other stuff like that, and hopefully I'll be able to do all the fun things or weird stuff that I want to. But this commission is finally done. I am done with the Black Templar commission. 2 models from the Black Templar sets or stuff that's coming out does have my eye, and I intend to. It's that Castellan that comes from the artwork and the new Helbrecht. When I get my hands, when I eventually can get them, whenever they're on Amazon, because God forbid I pay sticker at GW stores. So whenever that happens, as well as all the other orc stuff that come out, when I can get it on Amazon for cheap, then it'll be on here. Alright, I have a huge pile of shame that I need to get to, so like the video if you like the video, dislike it if you dislike it, share it if you want to share it, comment if you want to comment, and subscribe for more. I'll see you soon. Bye.